following is a presentation of the Pontywood Sports Network.
Good evening, football fans. Welcome to the big broadcast here on the NETSN. I'm your host, Larry Pierce, along with my broadcast team, Dahlia Parker. We got the Dahlia Cam down there on the field, and Joe Elmer up here into the booth. Going to have the big camera up here, so let's get to that off of there and let you know where we're getting to go. Right now, that clock is saying about 30 minutes out, but we're about 20 minutes out from the start of this one. It is a Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show, and we got a lot of things on the way. Going to have a great conversation here with Coach Barnes. Now, we had this conversation at Tasha's Country Kitchen on a Wednesday at our coaches show. It was a great interview. We got some of the guys from St. Augustine. They will be there at halftime for you as well. Hear some of those things. Now, I want to let the folks know that we had a little spottiness with the interview, so it's not your camera here, but we had great conversation, so it's not your what's going on now. We did have a little bit of a jump there, so you're going to see a little bit of that in the interviews here, but other than that, they really run smooth and really good conversation, so we're going to get that going here on the Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep pregame show. Here we go.
Welcome to the Wright Chrysler Dodge Ram pregame show. Just like the big game, you have to be prepared. And the same holds true when it comes to buying your next vehicle. So be prepared by going to WrightChryslerDodgeJeep.com. That way you're ready to go when you hit the lot. Now it's time for us to get you ready for the big game. The Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram pregame show starts now.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
You know that Center Glass can fix your cracked windshield. But for the experts at Center Glass, fixing a windshield is just the beginning. Center Glass can also renovate your bathroom, turn your fixtures and shower into something entirely new and unique to your home.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with Down Home Storage, climate-controlled place for your down home stuff.
Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson is open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on the Lord's Day Sunday, 7 until 2. Diamond B Cafe was voted the best breakfast in Shelby County, and that breakfast or dinner menu is available anytime that they're open. So stop on by Diamond B Cafe and visit the Brandons on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson in Center. Alrighty, folks, welcome back here as we get ready to go for the big ball game here tonight. I tell you what, this is the biggest, if you ask me, this is the biggest game in East Texas going on here tonight. Maybe not in Texas. The SEC of 2A, the District of Doom of 2A, we all know. All right, so this is going to be a big one here tonight because the San Augustine Wolves have come together here. They are really healthy. San Augustine going to look to see if they can continue to be undefeated here in this district. It's going to be a good game here tonight as the Shelbyville Dragons are in town to see if they can continue their upward swing. Had a big win there against Timpson, and so they're ready to go coming in here tonight. It's going to be a good ball game. It looks like we got the national anthem coming up here, so we're going to get with the national anthem. We'll be right back here for the kickoff on the NETSN. Alrighty, good job there by the San Augustine Wolfpack Band as we get ready to go for this ball game here tonight. Got our Deli Cam down there. Dallas Parker going to be looking good. And we have our scoreboard working things right. And I think I have it good, folks, if we may have to do a swap once we get a score out there. But everything should be okay here with the scoreboard and working it out here. So let's check it out here. State rankings in the 2A Division II looks like this. San Augustine sitting right there at number 15. Timpson at number 20. They have Joaquin tonight, and that's going to be a good one over there in Timpson. That's a homecoming there for the Timpson Bears. The Garrison Bulldogs are there in. They got Hemphill tonight. They're ranked number 25. Shelbyville number 27. Joaquin number 24 is the rankings that we got here so far this season. But I tell you what, this district right here is just one of the toughest around. Everybody knows that, and these teams are just going against each other. And it's going to be another dogfight here tonight. The Shelbyville Dragons are looking to get themselves into the top part of that district here, right along with the San Augustine Wolves. The San Augustine Wolves are having themselves a great season, and they want to continue that here tonight and get a good win over the over the Shelbyville Dragons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy it, folks. We're going to be ready for it no matter where you are. Thanks for tuning in and enjoying along tonight. As I said, most folks know I don't participate in the chat. You can sit there and complain about me all you want to. I don't care. Let's have a good time. That's what it's going to be, a lot of good fun, right? There we go. I'm not perfect, but we have a lot of fun with it, right? All right, so let's check out who we got here. We got 7, 4, and 5. That's Nash, Jackson, and Michael Renfro. Talked to Michael there at the coaches show the other day, so I'll be ready for that. We'll come up here at halftime. Also, number 76, Matthew Lara out there for the captains of the San Augustine Wolves, and the white uniforms there for the Shelbyville Dragons. All white, red numbers outlined in black. And taking a good long look across there. Yeah, we're going to go that John Hignite there, number 22. Okay, I want to make sure that's good. I have a couple different rosters here. Want to make sure we got the right guys out there. I think we're good to go. All right. So not much more you could say, folks. I mean, everybody knows how important this game is. It's the battle of the 147, I think that's what they call it. So this is just a good game. And the only thing you got left to say is just leave it on the field. It's time to play ball. So, all this stuff has been going on all week long. It's been talked about everywhere, this and that and other. Now it's just time to play the game. So should be a good one here. Long talks out there by the refereeing crew, so make sure everybody's good. And I don't give an extra instructions out there. I don't know, it's just like a boxing match or something. So the Wolves have deferred. It looks like the Dragons will be getting the ball first. We'll see here first. I know for sure that's Aiden Shields out there on that far side. He had number 4, Dallas Murray. Sergio Reyes. And Jay Barnes out there, the captains for the Dragons. All right, so we're setting ready to go for some football, ready to go for the kickoff. And as always, it is brought to us, our opening kickoff is brought to us by the very, very good folks of Shelby Savings Bank. All righty, here we go. Both teams getting their final instructions here. And up here in the tall nest, and Dallas is moving. That's one thing I got to make sure I'm watching out for him as he is now moving from down the field. All right. We had to do a little improvising, didn't we, Joe? Larry forgot one of the big tripods here tonight, so we got one of the smaller ones taped up here to the crow's nest so we don't lose the big camera. And so we're not going to show a picture of it because that's some Southern ingenuity going on right there, that's for sure. Anything we got to do to bring a good broadcast. All right, let's play some football. I've been waiting for this one all week long. It's time for all of it to just, let's play the game. Here we go. Woo, if you can't get excited for football watching this one, it no matter. It's going to be a good football game. I've been waiting for it. Here we go. Back deep for the Dragons. Hunter Harvey. John Hignite. Kicking off. Should be Barrios. Number 33. That is Danny Mendoza. Mendoza will be doing the kicking. And we're ready to go play some football here tonight. Get that clock right there. All right, so now we're good there. Got the clock right. It's going. Okay, there we go. So it's a first down and 10 here for the Dragons. They'll have it at the own 25-yard line. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to move this. Okay. One little adjustment here, folks, for you. There we go. That's it. So at the 25-yard line, here come the Dragons. Hignite in the backfield here with Gavin McDonald here. Trip receiver set. Going to bring the man in motion. That is Hunter Harvey into the backfield now. Gavin going to look to pass. Get some good protection here. Now sneaks up ahead. Going to drop it off. Got his man there. And it's going to be caught there at a gain of about 8 or 9. But a good tackle there by the Wolves. But it should be a completion of about 8 yards. And now it goes out to Aiden Shields. So the pass goes up there. Should make it a 2nd down and 3 here up to the 33-yard line. Good job there by Gavin McDonald. He pulls it down. Steps up into the pocket there before he gets across the line of scrimmage and makes a good play. So now he's bringing him to the line here. McDonald calling the play there. Ready to go. Hignite in the backfield. Here we go. And hand off to Hignite. Hignite going to find some room over to that left side. And does. Turns the corner. Going to have enough for a first down to be forced out of bounds there by Burrell. And at number 10 there, that is DeMarcus Porter. It's enough for a Raymond Motor Company first down for the Dragons. They'll take it up to the 36-yard line. So at the 36-yard line, first down to 10 here for the Dragons. And I think the Dragons have kind of learned against that game against Timpson here. You want to make sure that you want to keep that high potent offense there of the St. Augustine Wolves off the field as much as possible. So the Dragons going to take nice methodical drives here and do the best they can getting up and down the field, put points on the board against this tough defense as well. Here's Harvey in motion. And hand out to Hignite once again. Hignite gets hit in the backfield, but still keeps those legs driving. He gets met there first by Carrick Burrell, number 12. And maybe back to the line of scrimmage for no gain on that one. Makes a 2nd down and 10 here for the Dragons. So 2nd down and 9. Got 1 on that one. Here's the snap, going to get a penalty flag here. McDonald's got a man downfield. Is going to be able to get him there, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. He tried to get it down the field here to Scarborough, but a penalty flag comes in, and that may be an offsides here against. Looks like that's what I'm going to say. It's going to be a penalty flag here against the Wolves. So that'll move them up 5 here, make it a 2nd down and about 4 here as they move it up to the 42-yard line. We'll call it 5 there. I thought they had 4 on it a while ago, but they're going to call it a 2nd down and 5 here after the penalty for the Dragons, up to the 42-yard line. McDonald, Hignite, and Hunter into the backfield. Hunter Harvey. And going to roll that clock there. Now single receiver set both sides. Looking for the snap. Harvey out in the backfield here. And out to Hignite. Hignite brings it over here to the near side. Chugging those legs along. He gets across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Get a little run of 4 there. It's a 3rd down and 1 for Hignite and the Dragons. Good job there by that offensive line here. Kaysen Lee. And Dallas Jones here onto this right side. Opening up some room there for Hignite to get a little space to get some good yardage. 3rd down and a short one here for the Dragons. McDonald going to hold himself. He's got some wide open room there to the left side. Still on his feet. Goes out around the defender. Still going down the sideline. Still on his feet. Finally going to be wrangled up and taken out of bounds. And then he's going to be tackled downfield. But that is a big run there by Gavin McDonald. And the Dragons are in business as McDonald takes it all the way down inside the 20 for a big first down here for the Dragons. Got to go down into the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. And a big run there by Gavin McDonald. A wide open area there to that left side. Had one guy to beat, making a good move out there. It takes it down to the 18-yard line. So McDonald gets the Dragons at Raymond Motor Company first down. And to the line they come. Hignite in the backfield here. McDonald going to roll out here to his right side now. Plus out, going to find his man. He's got it there. And that's going to be a flag coming in. A tackle going out as a catch is made. Jalen Pitts, but a flag comes in. That may be an area of holding. We'll see. And that's what it is. It will be a holding call. So that'll go against the Dragons. So it'll remain a first down, but it'll be a first down and 20 here. All the way back to the 28-yard line. So back out of the red zone there. Do the Dragons go now with a first down and 20. There's Dallas. He was setting up all to go. Good shot there, buddy. First down and 20 here for the Dragons. Coming to the line, ready to go. Hignite to the left side of McDonald. Here's the snap. Gavin. And look to pass once again. Good coverage downfield. Finds a man right in the middle. And got it completed. So that's a good job there by the Wolves on a good tackle. Not getting much more after the catch. Catch coming in there to Aiden Shields. Shields makes the catch reception. And they'll take it up to about the 21-yard line, gain about 7. Makes it a second down. And I'm going to call it about 13, maybe 14 for the Dragons. Good drive here for Shelbyville. Started off right at 12 minutes on the clock on their own 25-yard line. The Dragons have taken off 4 minutes off the clock on this drive. And now ready to go. McDonald going to look to pass once again. Flushed out of the pocket. Now rolls over to the left side. Going to pull it down. Going to try to run. He'll go up ahead. Above the 20-yard line. Down to about the 15, maybe the 16. Good for a little 5-yard run there by McDonald. So that'll bring up a third down. Good run there. Makes it a third down and about 9. They're going to say stepped out of bounds there at about the 18-yard line. Back into the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone for the Dragons. Third down and long here. 3rd and 9. Okay, so we do need to swap that back. Okay, I see that on the scoreboard, folks. I will change that back soon, okay? Give me 1 minute. All right, so we're going to that'll give us a chance to do it right there. So we got a timeout on the field, so that'll give us a chance to take a timeout. We'll get the clock right, or the scoreboard right, make sure we got the right thing going there. So we'll be right back here on NETSN.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here, and we should see if we can get that swap working there on the scoreboard, make sure it is good. It should swap out here in just a few minutes. All right, so we got a top timeout. Yeah, okay, there we go. So we got a timeout here, and it's going to be over here for the Dragons. Now they'll come back out here. Got a 3rd down and 9 as they have 2 timeouts left. So get that clock rolling. It should change us. 3rd down and 9, big 3rd down here for the Dragons and the Wolves defense. See if they can get a stop here. Going to bring the pressure. Got to bring everybody in the house here. Got to throw it down here in the corner. Shot on the way, and it is caught for the touchdown in the corner, and that is Scarborough onto the catch. Goes up and climbs the ladder. 18-yard touchdown reception for the Dragons in the corner, and the Dragons strike first. Big pitch and catch there. 18-yard touchdown play to Scarborough. Touchdown, Dragons. Scarborough goes down there, had to jump over the defender, and he makes a great play. Skies up and takes care of it right there. And it is touchdown. Dragons, here comes the extra point. On the way on the Dally Cam. Kick is up, and it is going to be partially blocked. It will be no good on the kick. As the kick being there by Vasquez. Don't really see Vasquez missed too many of those, so it will stay a 6-0 ball game here as the Dragons strike first. We'll take a break right here on a NETSN.
Folks here in East Texas really love their breakfast. Whether you're looking for biscuits or gravy, anything up to quiche, you'll find it there at Plates of Grace Country Kitchen for an awesome breakfast. When it comes to lunch, they'll always have a great special written on the board, or check out the menu for all kinds of great items like the Bubba Club, chicken fried steak, fish and shrimp, or even that mouth-watering hamburger steak. You'll find all these mouth-watering dishes at Plates of Grace Country Kitchen just outside of Center on Shelbyville Highway.
Alrighty, folks, back here. 6-0 lead, ready for the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff. It is on the way here. And here we go. As the Wolves are going to get the ball for the first time here. It's a little roller picked up there at about the 25-yard line. Coming back up with it in the middle of the field. And it's Jamarian Davis. He's outrunning everybody. Jamarian Davis at the 30, the 20, the 15, 10. Touchdown, Wolves. Jamarian Davis takes it back 75 yards for the touchdown on the kick return. And the Wolves answer right back. 75-yard touchdown. And I don't see any laundry on the field, or do I? Is there any out there? There is some laundry on the field at about the 42, 43-yard line. That may be coming back. I'm not for sure. We'll see what they say. But that was a big run there by Jamarian Davis, taking it to the house. And it looks like this is going to be against the Dragons. So the touchdown is good. And it's a 75-yard kickoff return for the score for Davis. Makes it 6-6. Extra point on the way. Kick is up, and it is going to be off the mark. It looks like, oh, it does get across. Well, it looked like somebody got a piece of it, and it just barely got across. That makes it 7-6 ball game, and the PAT is good. Good run back there by Jamarian Davis. All right, folks, we'll take a break. We'll be right back here at NETSN.
Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown Center, where you'll find the friendliest of sales folks. Whether you're looking for a new SUV for the family or a brand new truck, Raymond Motors has a great service department and a huge selection of used vehicles. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown Center.
Back here, and man, we're having some trouble with that, aren't we? I don't know why, but let's see if we can fix that. Apologies if we're having a little bit of the internet issue there. I got to turn down a little bit. We may have to change into a different set here. We'll see what we can do, folks. My apologies. All right, 7-6, 7:25 left to go here into this first quarter after the run back by Jamarian Davis for the Wolves. Ready for the 7-6 bank kickoff. Here's the kick, and it can be taken and go into the end zone. And that's where it will go down here for the Dragons will come out, and the Dragons will have it at their own 25-yard line to start off once again. So that was 7:25 on the clock. Never had that problem here with the internet before, so let's see if we can do a couple things to make it better. May have to switch provider. Okay, here we go. Let's go here with the play here. First down and 10. Hignite in the backfield here with McDonald. Hignite's going to be hitting the backfield here as soon as he gets that hand off, and it's going to be no gain, maybe up one. Maybe one on the play there. So that's going to make it a 2nd down and 9 here for the Dragons. I don't know. 2nd and 9 for the Dragons. Harvey in motion. Dragons going to look to come up with another big drive here. Gavin McDonald pulls it down. He's got some room here. Turns the corner. He's at the 30. Finally going to step out of bounds there. Close to the 35-yard line. About the 34 for a run of about 8. Now to bring up a 3rd down and 1 at the 34-yard line for the Dragons. So 3rd and short. Bringing them up to the line. Dragons ready to go here. Going to get a penalty flag. McDonald got a wide open receiver over on the far side. He's going to find Scarborough, and he'll have enough for a 1st down across the 50-yard line. Did see a penalty flag come in, but it came in after the play started. That may be against the Wolves, so the play may stand here, and it'll be a good pass play here to Scarborough. Should be enough for a Raymond Motor Company 1st down. See what the call is here. And the way the teams are lining up should be good enough for a first down here for the Dragons. They'll move it into Wolf territory all the way down to the 45-yard line. Pass incomplete. I'm sorry, the penalty is declined. There we go. So the Dragons now get it back into Wolf territory here. The Wolves haven't had any offense, their offense on the field here yet. They just turn a kick on the touchdown after the touchdown here for the Dragons just now joined us. Twin receiver set both sides here for Shelbyville. Throw it out here. And Ignite's going to try to turn the corner. He'll get right back to the line of scrimmage on the pass play there. All right, so maybe a loss of one there, back to the 46-yard line. 2nd and 11 for the Dragons. McDonald rolling over to the left side. Now he's going to be tackled. A big sack there by the Wolves in the backfield, and a good job here running him down. That is Andrew Nash going to come up with the tackle there. And it's a big loss there for the Dragons. They're going to back him up into Dragon territory all the way back to the 49-yard line of Shelbyville. So now 3rd down and long here for the Dragons, sitting about a 19. Dragons need to pick this one up here as McDonald brings him to the line, getting under 5 minutes to go here in this first quarter. McDonald will look to pass, now pulls it down and finds some blockers now, still into the backfield. Now brings it ahead. Get close to that first down marker. He's going to be back at about the 46-yard line on the Wolves side. So we'll see. It's going to be a 4th down, and we'll call it a solid 2 here for the Dragons. And Coach is going to bring Murray in for the kick is Coach Wallace. And the Dragons are going to punt it away. Back deep will be Burrell once again, or sorry, Demarion Davis, number 11. He'll go back deep here for the Wolves as Dallas Murray be ready to kick it away. Ready for the snap here is Murray. Kick on the way. Davis is going to pick it up there, and it's going to bounce in front of him, and he's going to let it get behind him and get into the end zone as the Dragons try to cover it there. Nice try there by Scarborough, but he's not able to gather it up, and it'll be a touchback. And the Wolves will start off, get their offense out here for the first time, and they'll have it a 1st down and 10, ball out of the 25-yard line. So 3:54 to go here into this first quarter. And the Wolves will bring the offense out here for the first time. Starting on their own 25-yard line. Michael Renfro, the quarterback, going to have twin receiver set to the far side of the formation. Here to the near side will be Carrick Burrell, number 12. Empty backfield here for Renfro. Renfro going to bring Burrell in motion. Touch pass, and it's going to be a reverse on the touch pass. Come back the other way. That's going to be Cartwright. Maurian Cartwright got all kinds of speed. He's going to be run out of bounds there at about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. 18-yard run there on the play by the Wolves. Raymond Motor Company, 1st down to the 43. So 1st down and 10 here for the Wolves. Ball on their own 43-yard line. Renfro once again in the backfield. Empty backfield set. Coming in motion this time is Renfro. DeAdrian Renfro come get set into the backfield. Also Cartwright going to give him to Renfro. Renfro going to try to get across it. Kason Lee in there in the backfield as well. Good job, Dallas Murray. Also back there for the Dragons, number 6, Hubbard. That's going to be a loss back to the 41-yard line. That brings up a 3rd down. I think that is 2nd down and 13 here for the Wolves. So good job there by the Dragon defense. Cartwright and Davis out wide to the left side of the right side of the formation here for the Wolves. Renfro into the backfield behind Renfro. Gonna hand off. And good job here getting back there. Tate Obregon, 4x4 back there. Dallas Murray as well, bringing him down. Good stop there, Andrew Nash. So he's going to get a lose one back to the 40-yard line. Good job here on the defense. Both these defenses, I knew it was going to be a defensive thing going on here. Going to have some big plays and limit those big plays. That's sort of like what Coach Barnes talked about. So Coach Wallace had to talk to his team about that too. Got to limit those big plays and some good defense out here. Win the turnover battle. And hopefully the score comes out on your end at the end of this one. And this first quarter. Wolves coming to the line here on a 3rd down and long. And Renfro going to look to pass. He gets flushed out of the pocket. Now bring it here to the near side. He's going to be wrangled up there. Oh, and he gets hit, but he stood up. Still on his feet. Good hit there. And Renfro bounces off, gets close to the 50-yard line, but still going to bring about 4th down and about 4 at the midfield stripe. Ooh, some hitting going on out there. So the ball on the San Augustine side of the 50-yard line. And we have 4th down and about 4 here for the Wolves. See what Coach Barnes decides to do. Got to bring him to the line. Renfro. Going to bring Renfro in motion. Going to throw it out here to Renfro in the flat. Going to try to turn the corner. He should have enough for a 1st down, and does as he skips ahead. And it's going to be marked down right at the 45-yard line in Shelbyville. A good pass play there. 5 yards. That's a Raymond Motor Company 1st down for the Wolves. Good job there by Renfro. Comes up ahead and drag. The defense was right there, but he made a little jump ahead, get that extra yard he needed for that 1st down yardage there for the Wolves. Keeping the clock rolling. As the Wolves come back to the line, Raymond Motor Company 1st down on the Shelbyville 45-yard line. Burrell in motion. Going to hand off right up the middle here. The Wolves Dragons trying to plug that up there and going to get the big push play going on. They're finally going to be knocked down. Gain of a couple up to the 43-yard line. So getting under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Winding down. I'll get one more play here of this quarter. Definitely going to have to snap it again on the 2nd down and 9 for the Wolves. So Renfro going to bring him right back to the line here. 2nd down and 8 for San Augustine. Well, they got a diamond in the backfield. Now throw it out here. Got a man over at the 38-yard line. Got us complete. That is Davis, and it's going to be a 3rd down and about 1 as Davis takes it up to the 36-yard line. 7 yards on that pass play. So right back to the line here on a 3rd down and 1 for the Wolves. Going to leave that diamond package there in the backfield, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we'll take a break here first. Quarter over. We'll be right back here on NETSN, folks. All right, folks, we're back here ready to go to the second quarter, and we're going to see if we can do a little something here on the internet shortly, folks, promise. Apologize, never had that problem out here before. Taking it right up the middle here is going to be Nash, and I'll be met there at the 35-yard line. Might have gotten up there for the 1st down, only needed 1. That's a Raymond Motor Company 1st down for the Wolves. So 1st down here for the Wolves. They have it at the 35-yard line of Shelbyville. Renfro going to look to pass. Got a man right up in the middle, and Cartwright was right there, but just out in front of him just a little bit too much. And a pass incomplete makes it a 2nd down and 10 from the 35. There we go. 2nd down and 10 for the Wolves. Bringing them right back to the line. Renfro ready to go. Stack backfield for the Wolves. Renfro going to pitch it out here to Cartwright. Cartwright tried to turn the corner, but a good job there in the backfield as the Dragons were right there. Case and Lee, Hunter Harvey right there. And a good job there for Shelbyville as they bring him down for no gain on that play. Maybe a loss of 1 back to the 36-yard line. Good defense here by the Dragons. Third down and now 11 here for the Wolves as they'll have it on the Dragons' 36-yard line. All right, we're going to get a timeout here on the field. All right, folks, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to fix something real quick. So if we lose you on the internet here, I apologize. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to switch something, and hopefully everything works out. Forgive me, folks, but I know I want to get this working right. So. Back here rolling, folks. So hopefully that'll work. We'll see what happens. Maybe we got it done just in time here as it's got a pass play coming here, and it's a nice little tunnel screen. And it looks like it's an incomplete pass for the Wolves. Incomplete pass there for the Wolves. It looks like we may have got something fixed there, folks. I apologize there. We've never had that issue before, so especially here in St. Augustine, but looks like we may have got something taken care of there. So hopefully it'll be good the rest of the way. And sometimes, got to work on stuff on the fly. That's why we do it around here. All right, here we go. 4th down and about 11 here for the Wolves. They're going to go for it. And here's Renfro ready for the snap. Going to look to pass here. Going to be flushed out of pocket. And Dragons can't pull him down there. Now Renfro pulling it down, trying to find some room. Gets it back inside. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. And got a penalty flag coming in here. And that was over there into the area. What could be holding as he comes back in here, but a good run there for Renfro. So it looks like we'd have an illegal block in the back here by the Wolves. So that's what the penalty flag is going to be now. Don't think he got enough for a 1st down there, so if you going to take the penalty yardage here. Okay. All right, looks like I got things working up a little bit better, folks, okay? There we go. I hate it when that happens. But we're back at it now. Okay, so right there at the yard to gain, maybe about 10 or 11 yards there was when that penalty was called. So they're going to pull it back there. So I'll make it a 4th down and 10. Once again, maybe a 4th down and 11 here for the Wolves. Once again. All right, now Renfro. Going to look to pass once again here. Pulling it down. Got a man out here, and he's got Burrell. He's going to catch him there about the 20-yard line. Breaks one tackle. Still down the field. Still gets broken down. And a nice job there by Hunter Harvey. Takes him down at the 6-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Wolves. On a nice catch there by Javian Burrell. And the Wolves are at 1st and goal for from the 6-yard line. Down inside the Sandycock State Farm red zone here on another Raymond Motor Company 1st down. 1st down and goal here for the Wolves. Ball at the 6-yard line. All right, so now the Wolves come to the line here. 1st down and goal from the 6-yard line. Bringing the man in motion. That's going to be Renfro. Going to hand off to Nash. Nash takes it up Dillon. Nash in the middle. Touchdown, Wolves. And they'll now go up 13-6 onto the touchdown run of 6 yards by Nash. And it's a touchdown run. Nice run there by Nash. He'll take it in there for the score. Extra point on the way. So Barrios be number 28, I believe. And it is, and the kick is up, and it is good. So the PAT is good. So that'll work there for the Wolves. So they take a 14-6 lead here on the 6-yard touchdown run by Burrell. So we'll take a break and be right back here on the NETSN.
Over the years, most of us have collected a lot of stuff, but where is all that stuff? Down home. So when it starts piling up, you go with down home storage, climate controlled place for your down home stuff.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
And back here for the kickoff, and the kick is good into the end zone there, so it'll come back out, and it will be a first down and 10 for the first down and 10 here for Shelbyville at their own 25-yard line. So the touchdown drive there for the St. Augustine Wolves, 13 plays, 7:02 off the clock, 75 yards, a 6-yard run there by number 5. That would be Andrew Nash, takes it in for the score. So the Dragons will get it back with 9:59 on the clock here, ready to go. And see if they can go back and answer the touchdown put up here by the Wolves. Here's McDonald ready to go for the snap. Going to hand off Hignite. Nice right there. He's going to take it in, get a few yards there. He is Hignite, met right there into the middle by the Wolves. Takes it up ahead for a few, up to the 27-yard line, maybe the 28-yard line. Going to pick up 3, so it'll be a second down and 7 here for the Dragons. Second and 7 for the Dragons. Coming to the line. That'll be Hignite into the backfield with McDonald to his left side. Trip receiver set over to the far side of the formation for the Dragons. Here we go. McDonald handing out to Hignite. Hignite going to have to try to run it over to the side, but he gets met there into the backfield there. In fact, that was number 52, David Rivera. Number 52 maybe got there first. It's number 53, J.D. Garner right there. So 1 yard on the play maybe to the 29-yard line. So good job running and a good defensive stop here for St. Augustine. Third down and 6 for the Dragons. McDonald bringing Scarborough in motion. Now McDonald got some time here. Now rolls out of the pocket. Flushed out to the right side. Now looking for some room. Still coming back inside now, trying to avoid some of the tacklers. And he's got all kinds of room in there. Going to throw it back to the far side. And nobody going to be there, but he's got a return. And Scarborough coming back to the ball there, so the pass incomplete. Nice job there by the Wolves defense chasing down, but Gavin McDonald doing a good job to get away from it. And the pass is incomplete at the 29-yard line, bringing them 4th down and 6 here for the Dragons at 8:20 to go. And we're going to wave off the penalty flag. So waving off that penalty flag right there. That'll bring them a 4th down and long here for the Dragons on their own end. They're going to bring Dallas Murray in for the punt. Marion Davis going to go back deep for the Wolves. Coming up at halftime, folks, got our Farmers State Bank halftime. And got a great interview with a couple of the Wolves players. We'll have that for you. And some performances by the bands as well. Here as we go for the punt by the Dragons. Murray gets a leg into it. Going to try to keep it away from Davis. Gets a good punt. Gets a good dragging bounce. And Davis going to stay away. And that'll bounce, and get close to the 20-yard line before they finally down. It gets down inside the 20 to the 19. Good punt there by Dallas Murray. And the Dragons will give it back to the Wolves. And it'll be 8:11 to go. Yeah, 8:11 to go here into this first half. And the Dragons, or the Wolves, we back out here on. Oh, we got a penalty out there. Sorry. We got an offsides. All right, so that may change things now a little bit because we had a penalty here against the Wolves, so the punt, take that away. So the penalty goes against the Wolves. Got that Mustard on the field out there, didn't see it. That's going to take it up for now a 4th down and 1. So what does Coach Wallace do? 4th down and 1 as they move it up right at the 34-yard line. So here's the Dragons now. Do they go for it? And it looks like that's what they're going to try to do. Now it's setting up on the far end there. Okay. So they are going to go for it. 4th down and 1 for the Dragons. Ignite in the backfield here. Both teams with 2 timeouts left. McDonald calling for the snap. He's got it. Got to give to Ignite. Ignite going to try to take it up the middle. Fight for some yardage. I don't know if he's going to get there. Trying to push him ahead. And they're going to say on that far side over there, they got him above the 35-yard line. On this side, they don't. And they're going to be enough for a Raymond Motor Company 1st down as Ignite gets pushed up to the 35-yard line. And it's a Raymond Motor Company 1st down for the Dragons. Looks like he might have been stopped right there at the line of scrimmage, but the Dragon offensive line got behind him and gave him a little push and got him there. He ate too much pizza. Joe had a big old Burning Bush pizza on the way up to the ball game here tonight. All right, trip receiver set here now on the 1st down and 10 here for the Dragons. Going to hand off, looking for some running room. Ignite takes it up across the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. Up to the, maybe 6, up to the 41-yard line. Clock continuing to roll. And it'll make a 2nd down and a long, well, we'll call it 5 here. 2nd down and 5. Dragons, they have a really good drive here. The last time they had the ball, they had to punt it away. And their first drive, 10 plays, 75 yards. It's a nice little drive. Get it down the field, put it in the end zone. Harvey into motion. Now comes back out of the backfield. Ignite going to follow blockers around to that far side, but a good job being met right there into the hole. And we got a penalty flag coming in. And that was J.D. Garner right there, met him right there in the hole, driving him back. And a penalty flag comes in from the backside. That looks like it may be a holding call, and it is holding against the Dragons. A 10-yard penalty here against the Dragons. And the penalty was right there to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit farther in. So take it back, and it will be a 2nd down and about 15. We're going to put it out. Okay. 2nd down and about 15 now for the Dragons as we get under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. They'll come back to the line. So the trip receiver set here to the near side. McDonald. For a snap, ready to go. On over to the far side now. Going to be another penalty flag. That's about in the area holding once again. McDonald's going to take it up and he'll get back. Some of that penalty yard is back up to about the 41-yard line, but another penalty flag comes in. And that's right there into the holding area once again against the Dragons. See if that's the call once again. And that's another holding call once again on the Dragons. So now back them up even farther. Right now for the Dragons, they're looking at a 2nd down and that's what we call a cab ride. Got to call a cab to get this 1st down. 2nd down and long here for the Dragons. 25, 26 yards, something like that. McDonald ready to go for the snap here. Going to get Ignite out of the backfield. I'll throw it out here on the telescreen. Going to find Scarborough. Scarborough trying to find some room, and he gets met there. Good job there on the defense by the Wolves. As gets taken back there. Nice job there by Michael Renfro. Wrangles him up right there as he makes the catch, trying to cut back inside at the 20-yard line. So maybe a 1 on the play. I don't think they even got 1 on that one. 3rd down and 25 for the Dragons. Scarborough coming down here, 3rd down. Long way now for Shelbyville. Coming to the line, McDonald bringing him up. They look to pass. Now flushed out of the pocket. Gavin throws it up, got a man down here, and it is going to be an incomplete pass over the head of his intended receiver. Good coverage down there by the Wolves. Try to get it out there to number 3, and that was Jalen Pitts on the attempt there. 4th down and along here onto the incomplete pass, and the Dragons going to be punting away. So it brings up a 4th down and way long here for Shelbyville. Going to punt it away here. Going to be Davis back standing about midfield here as Murray's put a leg into it a few times here onto the punts. And Davis took one back 75 yards on a kickoff return earlier in this ball game here. So Murray going to see if he can line drive it away from him. Davis going to catch it, comes off his chest, but he catches it onto the carom and takes it over to the Shelbyville side up to around the 30-yard line before it's pushed out of bounds. Good starting position here for the Wolves as they'll have it. 1st down and 10 right around to the 30-yard line. It's right at the 30, it looks like. All right, so we're going to have a 5:25 on the clock here. And the Wolves with a short field looking to add to their lead from the 30-yard line for St. Augustine. Dragon defense been playing really well. Needs to make a big stop right here. That last drive, the Wolves were able to keep it alive there, but the Dragons had a couple of times where they were holding them down, but a good job of keeping those legs turning there by the Wolves, picking up those extra yards and continuing the drive and getting that touchdown to take a 14-6 lead. So now they come back out here with a 30-yard line of the Shelbyville. And Renfro gonna look to pass. And a man right there in the middle. And he's got Renfro over his head there, just over the top of his head. Incomplete pass. So an incomplete pass stops the clock, makes it a 2nd down and 10 for the Wolves. So Renfro going to bring it right back up. Got Nash behind him, it looks like they're into the backfield. Renfro in motion. Hand out to Nash, bring it up here to the right side, and he's going to be tackled there at the line of scrimmage. Good job there by the Wolves. Looks like Sergio Reyes. Also, Eli Matthews may have been there and got him by the shoestring. Makes it a 3rd down and 9 on the 1-yard run at the 29-yard line for the Wolves. 5 minutes to play in the half. Farmer State Bank halftime coming up. Got a great interview with a couple of the Wolves players from Tasha's Country Kitchen. And I'll tell you, that's some good food down there at Tasha's Country Kitchen. Get down there and check it out. 3rd down and 9. Renfro. Oh, and he gets stuck in the backfield. Woo! Sergio Reyes laying the wood. Oh, my goodness. Get you some of that. Woo! Wow, 4th down and 15. Sergio Reyes on the blitz. Boom. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, boy. 4th down and long now for the Wolves. That backs them up to about a 4th down and 15 at the 35-yard line. Coach Barnes keeping the crew onto the field. Looks like he may run it down here and get another timeout here. Both teams with 2 timeouts, so we may have a timeout coming up. So it looks like that's what we're going to get to. So Coach is going to call a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with him. We'll be right back here. All righty, folks, back here ready to go for the 4th down play. And the Dragons get him there, and it's a big sack here for the Dragons. They take it down, and a nice sack once again. Sergio Reyes gets back there, and the Dragons get the big 4th down stop here as it's a turnover on downs as Sergio Reyes gets back there. Back-to-back sacks here for the Dragons. So that's a good job there by the Dragon defense. They take over here out of the 47-yard line of St. Augustine. Shelbyville gets it back with 3:54 to play here into this first half. They'll have it on the 47-yard line of Shelbyville. Dragons ready to go here. Going to hand off to Hignite. Hignite takes the right to the middle. Hignite finds some room in the middle of the field. John Hignite going to be into a Wolf territory all the way down to the 26-yard line. First down of Dragons at the 26 on a good run there by John Hignite. 21-yard run. And we're going to get a timeout on, we've got an official timeout here. So it looks like we may have an injury timeout. See what's going on out there. So we do have an injury timeout. So we'll take a break, folks. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts. Let us take care of you.
Alrighty, folks, back here after the quick timeout. First down and 10, Raymond Motor Company. First down for the Dragons. They'll have it there at the 26-yard line of St. Augustine as the Dragons are trying to get in the end zone here and maybe get that two-point conversion to tie it up for the end of the half. St. Augustine will get the ball to start the second half. Going to hand off to Hignite. Once again, he's going to find some room here, and he gets bet there out of the hole. Good job there by the Wolves. Standing him up, but he'll have it at the 21-yard line. A gain of about 5. Nice run there by Hignite once again for the Dragons. We'll have it at the 21-yard line. Second down and 5 for Shelbyville. Nice big run here by Hignite. Gets him down into Wolves territory. Hignite in the backfield to the right side of McDonald. And Hignite's going to take it over to the right and get across the 20-yard line. Well, he had a defender right on his back. I don't know who that was. It was right there on his back, carrying him there. And brings him down about the 18, makes it a third down and about 3. So 3rd and 3 for the Dragons. Getting close to that 2-minute warning here. Probably have one more play. Going to have to put it off here. One more play. Now run it down to that 2-minute warning, I'm sure. The Dragons come to the line. This time Tate Obregon in the backfield. They get a 4x4 here. See if they can bring up that first down here. And it's going to be McDonald bringing it here to the. Oh, he stopped. He should have cut it back upside. Good play there by the Wolves. And a nice job there bringing him down. Michael Renfro going to make a big stop, making a 4th down here. And that's a loss by the Wolves. They're going to take it back to the 22-yard line. It's a loss of about 4. So the final timeout of the quarter here. We're going to get another timeout here. No, we're at the 2-minute warning. Sorry, folks. Should remember that. I keep forgetting that happens this year. So it's a 2-minute warning. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
So many things get started at Pizzeria. You start your party off with a pizza from the pizzeria. You get your celebration started. You get your season started. For a lot of us, our passion with pizza started at the Pizzeria, a tradition since 1960s. It's the Pizzeria just off the square in Center.
Alrighty, folks, we're back here ready for a 4th down and 5 after the timeout and the 2-minute warning. And the Dragons going to come out here. Dallas Murray into the backfield. And going to be a jumbo formation here for the Dragons. 4th down and 5. Going to pitch it out here now to McDonald. McDonald back out of the pocket, comes back the other way. Still on his feet. Good job here by Gavin McDonald. He had a long way to go. I don't know if he's going to get to the first down mark or not. Yes, he does. He gets down to the 15 where they'll mark him down. That should be just enough for a first down. That's a 7-yard run. Gavin McDonald had a long way to go, and he broke away from a couple of tacklers there. He gets it down to the 15, and it's a Raymond Motor Company first down for the Dragons. Good job there by Gavin McDonald. He had to outrun that defense that was hot on his tail were the Wolves. Get that dally cam going on down there. Sandy Cox State Farm red zone. Obregon in the backfield here now with McDonald. First down, going to give to Tate. Tate going to take it up the middle. He's going to be met right there by Omarion Jenkins. And that's going to be a stop there, maybe right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Dragons taking their time here. We're going to get another timeout onto the field. So we got another timeout here. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back here.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
All righty, folks, back here on a second down and 10 here for the Dragons after the timeout. 1:07 to play here in the half. And we got a penalty flag here. And see what that is about. And it looks like that may be something here against the Dragons. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Dragons, taking them back to the 20-yard line. Referee trying to figure out the microphone there. Referee. Going to call it on the Dragons here. Back to the 20-yard line. Makes it a second down and 15 now for Shelbyville. All right, ready to go here after the penalty. 1:07. Bringing him to the line. Tate Obregon to the right side here of Gavin McDonald in the backfield. Second down and long. McDonald will look to pass. Got a man over there. And it's going to be got some penalty flag coming there in the backside. That may be a defensive holding over there. Let's see how that comes about. A couple penalty flags come in here from that backside. So we'll see what he's got to say there. Defensive pass interference. That's going to go against the Wolves. So that'll move it up onto the penalty for the Shelbyville Dragons. Take it right up to about the 11-yard line. Still not enough for a first down. That'll bring up a second down and about 6 for the Dragons. They come to the line here at the 11. Just over a minute to go. The Wolves trying to keep the Dragons out as the Wolves will get the ball to start the second half. And once again, we got a stoppage of play here as the referee on this side for the Wolves. Stop. Okay. Everybody set and ready to go? Oh, we're going to get another stoppage out there. Come on. Lord of mercy. Okay, see what's going on out here. Nothing. Some more conversation, and that's what I'm thinking. If that was the play, is it a first down? Is it an automatic first down? I think that's what the Shelbyville Dragon coaches are trying to figure out over there. As they gave him half the distance, so they're getting an explanation out there, seeing what's going on, and it is a first down and 10. That's what they're going to do. Okay, so it is a Raymond Motor Company first down and 10 here for the Dragons now, as they will get all that taken care of there after the penalty, and it does make it an automatic first down. McDonald with Obregon in the backfield. McDonald going to look to pass. Now rolls back the other way in the pocket. Going to have to be flushed out of there. Get a good job blocking there, and it's going to be intercepted at the 1-yard line. Hey, nice job here on the interception. That is going to be Renfro. And McDonald throws it down there, trying to get his receiver right at the 1, and it's intercepted. And it's a turnover. And the Wolves will get it back here onto the first turnover of the ball game. And this one comes by way of the interception here for the Dragons. So first down now, just under a minute to go here for St. Augustine. They'll have the ball right there at the 20-yard line. I think that's where they're going to spot it. The 10-yard line. Okay, that's where he got back to, the 10-yard line. All right, so the 10-yard line with 50 seconds to go here for the Wolves. They'll have it a first down and 10. On the interception, Renfro into the backfield now. They bunch them all up here. Do the Wolves. They're going to just kneel on it and let that run down here. As like I said, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well. So just let that clock roll down. So they'll snap it one more time here before we get to the halftime. And the Wolves will come up here and kneel it down here. And that should do it here for the first half. So it looks like it's going to be a 14-6 lead for St. Augustine over Shelbyville here at the end of the first half. We have our Farmers State Bank halftime. That is coming up. We'll have our, oh, wait a minute. With 10.9 left. 10.9 left. I guess we have a timeout on the field. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Hey, if you're like me, lots of stuff is collected off up at your homestead. Call it down home clutter. Well, the good news is there's a place for it. You ain't got to have a garage sale or a bonfire. You can take your down home stuff to down home storage. That's what I did.
Alrighty, they're going to say 11 or so seconds to go onto this clock as the Dragons call a timeout. You can't take it with you. You might as well use it, I guess. So the Dragons call a timeout, and we'll have maybe one more kneel down here. Is that what they decided to do? But the Wolves can't get too far back there. They'll be in the end zone and get a safety. So now it looks like the Wolves are going to go ahead and call a play here. Try to get out of their own end zone. Nash on the run. He's going to be tackled after gaining a few. And that should run it down and be the end of the half. There we go. So Nash will run it out there and get a few yards out to about the 14-yard line. So that's going to do it here as we are at halftime here in St. Augustine. And once again, folks, I apologize for the internet troubles a little bit early, but I think we got it worked out here after we got through that first quarter and should be good to go the rest of the way. All right, so we got a great halftime coming up. It is brought to us by the good folks at Farmers State Bank. We do have an interview with a couple of the St. Augustine players, and there was a little bit of glitchiness there in that interview, but the audio sounds good. So that's kind of what it's going to look like when we get through it. But it's all brought to us by the good folks at Farmers State Bank. And we'll have our halftime analysis, and it's brought to us by Camp Kewanee. That is coming up as well, and we'll have some time to catch some of the bands as they perform here tonight. And halftime brought to us by the good folks at Farmers State Bank.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
The Friday night lights are shining, and we are teaching driving. CDL Training Academy is your resource to a better career. Come and get trained and get tested right here in Henderson, Texas. CDL Training Academy. Visit our Henderson, Texas office or online at cdllearn.com.
Already back here at Towson's Country Kitchen with a couple of the great St. Augustine players. So let's introduce ourselves. Who we got here?
Michael Renfro.
Jamie Burrell. All right. And we got two great players here for the St. Augustine Wolves. And we have another young man who we have over there, Mr. Davis. That's right. He told me at the last second I didn't know he was going. Jamarian's over here. We're going to talk to Jamarian here in just a minute as well. But let's start off here. Let's talk to Mr. Renfro here real quick. And Max, playing quarterback and you get to play, out there in the secondary a little bit. Tell me a little bit about how playing one helps the other when you're on the field out there. Because two-way, you get to play both ways, and that's really kind of beneficial.
Yes, sir. Playing quarterback is kind of helpful to safety because reading the defense and reading the offense is kind of similar.
Right.
Like reading the run, reading the pass, just reading your keys, really.
Right. So, especially at the quarterback, you can get there, and you can probably different offense is going to show you different things. So you're kind of like anticipating already what the guy you're getting ready to cover, right? There you go. And so the new things that you guys are doing on defense, has it been different than the last couple of years? I mean, you got new coaching staff out there, and I mean, I see that the defense, because I've covered the Wolves for a few years, and I've seen that the defense, how much more intense it's gotten over the last, especially this year.
Yes, sir. I think we got one of the best defenses on the district, or 2A if you want to say.
Right.
But, yes, sir, our defense have been better over the past few years. We more physical, more discipline in everything we do this year.
Right. Well, I tell you, let me ask you before we move over to another thing here, but when you got to meet Dominic Edison the other night, was that, it's the first time you ever got to meet him? What was it like to have him in the locker room and have a chat with you guys before the game?
Yes, sir. That was my first time. It was really exciting to see where he come from and be in the NFL, It's hard to make it from a little town.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is. So did you guys have any questions for him about anything maybe earlier in his St. Augustine career or anything like that?
Yeah, about how he just kept his head down and worked.
Right.
And he said we can do anything if we just work.
There you go. That's exactly right, dude. Good to have a guy like that to come back and chat with everybody, right?
Yes,
all right, so let's over here, Mr. Burrell. Mr. Burrell, I've seen you making some great plays out there the other night, man, on defense, offense, and against Joaquin. So great job out there. So would you rather play offense or defense?
To be honest, Coach, I feel better playing defense because I like coming down, hitting, being physical.
Right.
It feels good to hit someone.
There you go. That's what I always say. I played a lot of center and a lot of left tackle in my semi-pro career there, but I got to play some defense every now and then. Every now and then you get to smack somebody around. That's what I'm talking about right there. That was always great. So let me tell you a little bit, though, both. I'll ask you, whenever you're a wide receiver out there, you also playing the DBs and backside of it there. So that's also helpful as you as well because, you get to see kind of like as a receiver's perspective and a DB's perspective. It helps you on both sides, isn't it? It's really come together for you this year. Yeah, there you go. So what are some of the first keys that you're looking to do whenever you come out as far as a DB? What are you wanting to do here once you first start on the play?
To be honest, it's kind of, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of.
Just got to kind of find your spot, make the adjustment out there, right?
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Right, wherever makes you comfortable out there. There you go. So, and also, too, let me ask you, what do you think of the team chemistry this year? Because, the last couple of years, you got so close here last year and everything, and they had a little bit ups and downs. But, the team chemistry this year has got to be, you can see it's more cohesive this year.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, tell me some of the things you guys get to do, away from football.
As a team, we hang out, do things like play basketball, watch film together, stuff like that off the field.
Right.
Kind of help us on the field. You could tell on Friday nights.
Right. Well, what's some of the things like you do, just away from football, try to get your mind off of it, what are some of the things you do with that?
We, go hang out. We'll probably, playing a little trill for the guys and everything like that.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's nice. And too, I've seen some of the things that the Coach Barnes has done here the last couple of years too. He's got some great mentorship out there from grown fathers and uncles and grandpas. Everybody that's been around. That's been really positive for this program too, I think, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go. And I tell you, well, a lot of great things going on for you guys, and the Wolves are looking really, really good. I think I looked, and I think you guys are ranked 10 in the Dallas in there, and then 15 statewide or something like that, which is really good. So let me ask you what there's what is it? I know there's a lot of rivalries, but what does this rival game against Shelbyville mean?
It means a lot because the past 2 years we had them down and they came back, and we just didn't finish the job. And this year we're looking to finish the job.
Yes, sir.
Same thing over there. Yeah,
yes,
just finish the job out.
All
right. All right. One more question for both of you guys, and then what got any plans after school?
Practice. Go hard at practice. Have a good, crisp practice. Make everything look good, and then go watch film.
Yeah, go watch film.
What about after you graduate? Anything got plans yet, or still thinking about it?
I'm gonna go play college ball.
You're gonna play college ball somewhere. There you go. That's a good way to roll there. That's for sure. All right, man. Well, I tell you what, we're gonna move over here and we're gonna talk to Jamari and ask him a couple of questions if that's okay. Good luck to you guys, man. And this is gonna be a good game on Friday night. I know we're gonna be there to broadcast it and we're gonna have a good time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
we'll
you.
be right back here and we'll talk to Jamari Days coming up here at Tasha's Country Kitchen on NETSN. Alrighty, we're back here, and we'll talk here in San Augustine, and we're talking now to Jamarian Davis. And Jamarian, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How your day going?
Oh, it's awesome, and blessed as always, man. That's for sure. All right, now let's talk a little bit of football, man. I know that we talked to the guys over here a little bit, kind of asking you some of the same questions here, but I guess we'll start off with had a great a couple weeks ago, a great win over Joaquin, homecoming win there. I got to meet Dominic Edison. So tell me a little bit about that experience for you. What it kind of mean for you to meet that guy?
Honestly, I didn't really get to meet him. I was doing homecoming. So
okay.
Yes, sir. But I done seen him plenty of times, and it's a great experience to just have that, in the room with us.
Right. And I'm sure he's very inspiring to talk to, and you figure, you see somebody that, from your hometown and, somebody that you can kind of look up to as, hey, that's a possibility for me.
Yes, sir.
Right. Hey, there's a lot of hard work that goes into what he did there, dude. That's for sure. But, he's a great guy and everything there, too. But let's talk about, your team chemistry right here. You being a senior here, and this year is becoming really, really big here for the Wolves, and the team chemistry is really looking good out there. So what do you think about how the chemistry of the team?
I think it's great. I think we just, we just had to do something today. Do something this year.
Yeah.
So everybody just, pitched in every other day and just locked in, It's great to be around some boys that you grew up for, like, your whole life, basically. So that chemistry was already there. We just had to put it together on the field.
Yeah, and then finally you get all those little pieces coming together to get the offensive line working there. So that's really been a big key here, I think, for the offense and the defense of this year is they both are looking really good, but those lines have been really, really good there, both offsides.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, talk about that offensive line for me real quick because, I know how good that they have to be out there for you guys. That's kind of where it all starts. So what do you think about the big hogs up front?
Man, them boys, my dogs, man, definitely Matthew Laura. That boy right there going to get after it every time. David, who else over there? Saitwan. Them boys block. Them my guys, if we ain't got them, we ain't got nobody.
Right. There you go. And some of those guys playing both ways out there, too. So, they're really packing it in out there. So, it's a good job there by the big guys up front keeping everything together. But playing both ways out there on the ball, you get to kind of see both kind of way things go on both sides. That kind of help you as you work on both sides of the ball?
A little bit. See, I don't really just – on offense, it's all right, But defense is where, that's where I strive at. So, It's better seeing it on defense, anything. But it's – when I'm lining up, it's easier to tell what they in, though, because I already know what they, if I see how they acting, it's easier to tell me what they in so I can echo it back to my quarterback.
So that gives you a little bit of advantage, knowing kind of what's going on out there. That's
yes,
for sure.
Sir.
Well, I tell you what, it's been a great year for the Wolves, and I know you guys are rolling on here, but, being a senior, you got any plans after school?
Hopefully go play D1 ball, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Continue to strive and just go build a name for myself.
There you go. And I tell you what, too, you got some great coaches out there, and I'll ask you before we get out of here, but what's it like playing for old Coach Barnes over there your senior year?
Great, man. It's legendary.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'd love to play for the guy. I would definitely do it. That's
yes,
for sure.
Sir.
All right. Well, I tell you what, man, you guys are really going along really, really good here, and you're having a good season here, and to keep it rolling here. And it's a big game against Shelbyville. Now, I asked the other guys, how big is that rivalry against them?
This rivalry's big, man. It's been going on for years and years and years, and we just gonna go out there and show them boys what we got.
There you go. Just put it all on the field, right? Let's
Yes,
play
sir.
some good football. That's it. That's it. All right, well, Davis, man, I tell you, it's going to be a good game Friday night. We're going to be there. Thank you for being here today. Hope you had some good food here as always. I'm about full. I don't know about you.
Yes, sir.
You guys got practice. I might have to get a chance to go get a nap here in a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be good. All right, well, we're going to bring the coach back at top. So good to see you guys. And let's have a good game on Friday night, and we'll see you there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be right back. We're going to talk to Coach here coming up here on the NETSN.
Whether it's with family and friends or just some time to yourself, summer is better on the water. And Farmers State Bank has exactly what you need to make those dreams come true. Learn more at fsbctx.bank.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your cardio when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Diamond B Cafe on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson is open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. until 8 p.m. and on the Lord's Day Sunday, 7 until 2. Diamond B Cafe was voted the best breakfast in Shelby County, and that breakfast or dinner menu is available anytime that they're open. So stop on by Diamond B Cafe and visit the Brandons on the corner of Tenaha and Timpson in Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, St. Augustine ISD proudly presents, in the tradition of excellence, the St. Augustine Military Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of Senior Drum Majors Joshua Oglesby and Jalen Cortez. The member of the week is Alex Peruvius. The section of the week is tenor saxophone. The majorette of the week is Goldie Carpenter. The band will begin tonight's halftime entertainment with the St. Augustine ISD majorettes. The 2025-2026 majorettes are Junior Head Majorette Sanaya Varner, Sophomore Assistant Head Majorette Nevaeh Luther, 8th grade majorette, Janayla Taylor. 8th grade majorette, Riley Johnson. 8th grade majorette, Lizzie Carpenter. Sophomore majorette, Adeline Duarte. Junior majorette, Destiny Jacobs. The majorettes will be performing to the hit song, Seven Nation Army.
Ready for kickoff. I mean, an onside kick there by the Dragons, but it looks like the Wolves going to be able to take care of it there. All right, folks, we're ready to go here for the second half. And here we go as the Wolves come out here. First down and 10 for St. Augustine Wolves. They got a handoff. Renfro got to go wrap the middle here, but the Dragon defense, good job. Find him at the point of attack. And no gain on the play. Dragon defensive line getting back there. Yeah, I'll call it no gain on the play. Second down and 10 here for the Wolves. Just getting underway here in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us wherever you are. Had a little bit of issue there in that first quarter, but I think we got it all together here finally, Coach. All right, here we go. Renfro ready for the snap. Going to look to pass here. Under pressure, got to throw it down here in the corner. Got his man, and that's caught by Burrell. And he gets tackled there by number 15 for the Dragons, Copeland. But it's enough for a first down on the pass play. And it's a Raymond Motor Company first down as the Wolves take it all the way into Dragon territory there at the 41-yard line. First down for the Wolves. Checking in the Dally Cam on the sideline. Wolves come to the line. First down and 10. Renfro bringing Burrell in motion. Going to pitch it to him. And, oh, what a great job. Oh, but they can't tackle him there in the backfield. But the Dragons stay with it. But Burrell breaks more tackles. He's going to get positive yardage. Oh, Reyes had him there for a big loss. But a good job there by Burrell. He breaks a bunch of tackles. He takes it up to the 35-yard line for a gain of 6. Brings up a third down and 4 now for the Wolves here on their opening drive of the second half. And Davis coming off the sideline here. Hopefully he's going to be okay here for St. Augustine. So a third down and about 4 now for the Wolves at the 35-yard line of Shelbyville. Renfro, Nash in the backfield. Twin receiver set both sides. Bringing a man in motion. That's Cartwright. Going to give it on the touch pass to Cartwright. Bring it here to the far side, to the near side. And he's going to be tackled there before the 30. That'll bring up a fourth down and about 1. Say he's out of bounds right there about the 32-yard line. So that's going to bring up a third down and short here for St. Augustine. They put it there at the 32-yard line. Nice run by Cartwright. The Dragons being right there, but they got to make some tackles. And good defensive game here. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. We talked about that in the pregame. As the Wolves coming out here, see if they can score on their first possession here of the second half. Renfro in motion, Renfro in the backfield, Burrell in motion. Going to hand off, and a good job there by the Dragons, but he close. Oh, wait, there's a trick play there. Give it to Burrell. I had him being blocked in the middle of the field there, had me lost, and it's a big play down the sideline there for the Wolves, and it's going to be a first down and goal right there at the 10-yard line. What a play there for the Wolves. Had me totally long. I was looking at the play right in the middle. So the Wolves will be a first down and goal on a nice run there by Burrell all the way down to the, they're going to put it right at the 10-yard line. So into the Sandy Cox State Farm red zone go the Wolves. As it'll be a first down and goal from right at the 10-yard line here. And look to pass out here. Renfro to Renfro. Bringing it back up the middle and a good tackle by the Dragons. So Renfro to Renfro onto the tackle there. Look like Hubbard. And also Coleman in on the stop there for the Dragons. Brings up a second down and goal right there to the, you're going to give him a couple there to the 8-yard line. So second and goal at the 8. So coming to the line here, Renfro ready to go. Bringing the man in motion here, going to hand off. And that is a nice run there. And taking it over to the far side, taking it in for the score. Looks like it's going to be a touchdown. Carrick Burrell, number 12, taking it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolves, as they take it in on the 8-yard run there by Burrell. And that'll make it now a 20-6 ball game here with the extra point on the way. So the Wolves take their opening drive from the 44-yard line, take it down for the score. And they got the extra point onto the way from Barrios coming up. Extra point coming, it is on the way, and it is good. So the PAT is good. So that will now make it a 21-6 ball game. Shelby Savings Bank kickoff is on the way as the Wolves get their first opening possession drive here for the score right here on NETSN.
Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center proudly supports all the students and schools of the Piney Woods. Stop by the lot and feel free to check out all the wonderful vehicles we have to offer, no matter what adventure you're planning on taking. We have a wide selection of used vehicles and a service department that can service your vehicle. Get all the info you need about your next vehicle online. That way you're prepared for your car deal when you hit the lot. Wright Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Center.
Already back here after the touchdown score there by the Wolves on a 7-play, 56 yards, 8-yard run there by Morrell. Takes it in for the score here for the Wolves. They now lead at 21-6. The Dragons will get it for their first possession here in the second half. And a couple good possessions there by the Dragons. Just wasn't able to finish off out there in that first half. See if they can come back here and answer like they did in the first quarter. As the Shelby Savings Bank kickoff is on the way, it's going to be taken this time by the Dragons right around the 10-yard line. I think that's Hunter Harvey going to be taking it there. And he's going to be hit right around the 15-yard line. Maybe, I'm sorry, about the 25-yard line. And I see a penalty flag coming in on that far side. May have another big penalty here to start this drive here for the Dragons. It's going to be against St. Augustine. .332 on that drive there for the Wolves. 8:28 to start here for the Dragons as they'll move it up to the 31-yard line. That's where they'll start off here on their own 31-yard line. McDonald. Backfield. Twin receiver set here, both sides. For the Dragons, going to hand off up the middle. Nice little run here coming in the middle. And that is Hunter Harvey at the running back position. He'll take it up for enough for a Raymond Motor Company. First down. Hunter Harvey gets pushed down there at about the 50-yard line. So a nice 19-yard run there for Hunter Harvey. First down, Dragons. So not sure, maybe something happened to Hignite there, but we've seen Obregon and now Harvey in at running back here for the Dragons. Dragons going to hand off once again to Harvey, going to run it right back up the middle, following that big offensive line. It was at the 47-yard line is where they marked him down at. And this time he'll take it ahead above the 50 to the 49 of St. Augustine. And that'll be now a second down and about 7 here for the Dragons. Where's Dallas? There he is. Second down and 7 for the Dragons. A couple nice little runs here for Hunter Harvey. Big thank you to Batters Law Firm. As you see the ticker running across up there, and when the score matters, it's Batters. When your case matters, it's Batters Law Firm. Here we go. Snap coming to McDonald. Going to throw it out on the tunnel screen. Got his man out there on the far side. And going to skip ahead there for a few for the Dragons. And that is Scarborough. He'll take it up to the 44-yard line. Gain of 5. So nice pass play there. Makes it a 3rd down and 2 now for Shelbyville. So the Dragons come back to the line here. 3rd and 2. Had a couple of big 3rd downs last half that they just couldn't quite get picked up. So see if they can do that here. Now that's going to be, that's a busted play there in the backfield. Harvey, maybe Gavin McDonald on the RPO, but try to pull it out. But a good job there by the Wolf defense. They are there to smother McDonald in the backfield. They'll take it back to the 46-yard line for a loss of 2. So they'll knock him down at. And I bring up a 4th down and 4 here for Shelbyville. And with 7 minutes to go, trailing here by a couple of scores, Coach Wallace has the ball into St. Augustine's side of the field. Might be a chance to try to go for it here, pick up this 4 yards, see if this keep this drive alive here for the Dragons. McDonald and Harvey in the backfield now for Shelbyville. Here's a snap. McDonald going to look to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolls here to the Wolf side. Now throws it up ahead. They're trying to catch Harvey. Oh, and it's off the intended receiver. Actually went off of the helmet of the defender there. They try to get it to Scarborough. And it's an incomplete pass. And it's a turnover on downs here for the Dragons. They'll give it back to St. Augustine. And the Wolves will have a good starting field position now with 6:22 to go here into the third quarter. And they'll get it back, and the ball will sit right at their own 46-yard line. So the Wolves are coming back here, see if they can put another score on the board and make it really difficult on the Dragons here late in this third quarter. To the line come the Wolves. And the Dragon defense, see if they can make a stop here, get the ball back. Been one interception tonight by the Dragons, and that's the only turnover by the night. And the Wolves looking to make sure that they hang on to the ball here. Going to hand off now to Nash. Nash takes it over to the far side, and a good job there cutting him under and taking him down there for the stop is Tate Obregon and Copeland. But picking up a few up to the 49-yard line, second down at 7. So second and 7 for the Wolves, taking their time here, taking the sideline, make sure they have the right personnel and the right play in, ready to go. Big win here tonight for the Wolves would go a long way in this district here to claiming a district title for the first time in a while for the Wolves. Not saying they'll have it this week, but there's Nash, bring it up ahead. Nash going to take it above the 50-yard line. It'll be in there. It'll be a third down and short now for the Wolves as they'll have it at the 48-yard line of Shelbyville. And the Dragons looking to get this win here after they got a big win against Timpson, and now looking to get a big win here against St. Augustine to put a notch not only in St. Augustine's loss column, but to make sure they stay up there in the top of this district race as well. That is so tough. Third down and 3 now for the Wolves as they'll come to the line on the Dragon 47-yard line. So the Wolves ready to go. Nash in the backfield behind Renfro. Burrell in motion. Going to give it to Burrell. Burrell following Nash around the far side. He'll have enough for a first down. And they'll get above the 40. And they'll mark him down there at about the 39-yard line. Is that a flag out there? And that's about in the area of holding right there. And we'll see if that's what it's going to come down to. We're going to get a holding against the Wolves. So that's killed some drives for the Dragons in that first half, and the Wolves here a couple of times here tonight, making some good plays there. That would have been a first down. But taking it away here by way of the penalty on the hold. And we've seen a few of them on both teams here tonight. That will take it all the way back to the 48-yard, their own 48-yard line on the penalty yardage. So that'll still make it a third down and about 8 here for the Wolves. As this clock will stop right now, we're sitting at 4:55 into the third. As both teams have had it once here. St. Augustine now their second possession. 7-play drive, 3.5 minutes off the clock there to start for 56 yards. Take it in for the score by Burrell. And now it's third down and long here for the Wolves. Renfro calling for the snap. Going to roll out here, going to throw it up. Got a man out here, and it's going to be caught. And a nice job there. It's caught by Burrell. And all the way up to the 41-yard line. That's enough for another Raymond Motor Company first down here for the Wolves. They'll take it to the 41 of Shelbyville on the pass play. And that's a first down, St. Augustine. As they keep that drive alive there as they found Burrell here for the first down play. So Renfro bringing it right back to the line now. Nash staying in the backfield here with him. Renfro going to fold here to the Wolves side. Now going to pull it down and throw it up. And it's knocked away there by the Dragons, number 10. That is J.D. Sewell gets in there, got a hand on it. And the incomplete pass, but Laundry on the field. That's going to be a holding against the Wolves. Their second holding penalty of this drive. That's going to take them back here. And they were going to mark it there at the 41-yard line. So that may take them back to about to the 49 or so. And it will back to the 49-yard line onto their own side of the 50. So a big penalty there makes it a third down and about 21 now for the Wolves. Renfro to the line, ready to go. Burrell in motion. Handing off to Nash. Nash here to the near side, and he has a nice job there cutting out there. J.D. Sewell with a good tackle. He gets one, maybe two up to the 49 onto the Shelbyville side. So Sewell on the tackle. Yeah. And makes it a second down, and about 18 for the Wolves. Is that clock rolling down now, getting close to under 4 minutes to play now. Into the third, as the Wolves bring it back to the line here. Twin receiver set both sides. Nash in the backfield with Cartwright in motion. Now, Renfro going to pull it down. Being chased by Cason Lee. Still on his feet now. He's going to run over to the far side. He'll have enough for a first down. He gets out of bounds there inside the 30 as he steps out at about the 28. Good run there by Renfro. And making a great decision with the defense coming in on him, and steps out of bounds there out of the 28-yard line. That's a Raymond Motor Company first down for the Wolves. Wolves now to play a little add-on here late in the third, and the Dragon defense looking to make a big stop here. As Renfro brings him up. Going to run it himself now. Now pitches that. Oh, it's going to be intercepted. And whoa, the Dragons needed that break right there. And that's Hunter Harvey standing right there in front of them. They tried to pitch it out there, backwards pass there to Cartwright, and Hunter Harvey right there to pick it off. And it's an interception by the Dragons. And they'll get it back now. Both teams with one turnover here, and that's exactly what the Dragons needed to get down there and see if the momentum will get back for them, as the Dragons needs to go down and score here, trailing by 2 touchdowns with 3:07 to play here in the third. Oh, Hunter Harvey right there for the big play that they needed on defense, and here comes that Dragon offense right back out. Harvey in the backfield now with McDonald. Gavin going to give it off to Harvey. Harvey takes it over to the left side. He's going to be hit there and driven back, but he'll have a few up to about the 38-yard line. He'll gain 3 on the play. So that makes it a second down and about 7 here for the Dragons. Nice stop here by the Dragons, or by the Wolves. Plugging up the hole there, not letting Harvey get too much. Second down and 7 as the Dragons come back to the line. 2.5 to go here in the third. McDonald gonna look to pass, rolls over, got some pressure, now gonna throw it up, got a man down there, and can't quite get underneath it there. Scarborough with a nice job there, but just out of his reach, just over his hands there for the reception, and it's an incomplete pass. And we're gonna get a, is there a flag out there? Okay, I thought he was lining up for a flag over there. I thought maybe another one came in. No flag on the play. 3rd down and 7 here for the Dragons after the incomplete pass. Scarborough right there, just out front of him, just a little bit out front of him. Scarborough not able to make the play. So now back for a 3rd down. Stopping the clock, 2:17 to play here in the third, and the Dragons. Another 3rd down opportunity here. They need to pick this one up. McDonald rolls over to his left side. Now throws it downfield, middle of the field. He's got his man, and it's caught. Nice job there by Hunter Harvey coming back to help out his quarterback. He'll have it at the 36-yard line. First down for the Dragons on a nice play there from McDonald to Hunter Harvey for the touchdown, for the pass play. I'm getting ahead of myself here, man. I'm sorry. For the pass play all the way down to the 37-yard line. There we go. Good pass play there from McDonald to Harvey. Raymond Motor Company, first down. Handoff once again, Harvey. Going to run it right up the middle, and that defense right there to stand him up. It'll get up right at the 36, maybe 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Dragons. So nice stop by that front there by the Wolves up front. 2nd down and long here for the Dragons. That clock rolling down to 1.5 minutes to go. McDonald bringing him to the line. Gavin, look at the pass. A throw down here. And that one is going to be thrown out, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. So that stops the clock with 1:13 to play. I was kind of wondering there about John Hignight, and it looks like his night may be done due to an injury. So hope John's going to be okay. 3rd down and 9. Harvey in to run here for the Dragons. Going to be McDonald. Flushed out of the pocket once again, steps up and gets into the traffic there, and a good job by the Wolves plugging it up, not letting him get too far ahead for the Jalen Jackson, as he got a hold of him there by the leg and not letting him up as Gavin McDonald tried to jump over everybody. It's going to be a 4th down and 12 now for the Dragons. Back at the 39-yard line. So Murray going to come on here and a kick, and going back deep is going to be Jamarian Davis. He's already had one run back here tonight. Definitely going to have to get this kickoff here before the end of the quarters. We're under 40 seconds to go. And Dolly Murray now ready for the punt. Coming after him. And it looks like somebody might have got a piece of it, but still going to be a positive punt here for the Dragons. It'll be downed at about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. Looks like somebody might have got a piece of it coming in for the Wolves. So good defense there by the Wolves. And we'll get it back here with 19.6 to go left into the third quarter. Up 21-6, so good job by the Wolves defense as the turnover there by the Wolves on their last offensive possession turns into no points for the Dragons. So San Augustine will get it back. They'll have it. Some discussion about where it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be right at the 30-yard line. Is okay? 30-yard line with 19.6 to play here into the third quarter. Wolves coming right back out. Renfro bringing him to the line. Twin receiver set over that far side. Going to hand off right up the gut here on a nice run. And that's Obregon, 4x4, going to bring him down as Nash takes it up ahead here. And I'll get up to the 36-yard line for a gain of 6. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter right there. So at the end of the third quarter, the Wolves lead it 21-6. They'll have a 2nd down and 4 when we come back for the fourth quarter right here on NETSN.
Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown center, where you'll find the friendliest of sales folks. Whether you're looking for a new SUV for the family or a brand new truck, Raymond Motors has a great service department and a huge selection of used vehicles. Raymond Motor Company, just off the square in downtown center.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in San Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
All righty, folks, back here ready to go. Fourth quarter on the way. The Wolves have it now with a 2nd down and about 4 here for the Wolves. Renfro going to hold it himself, and he's going to bring it right back up the middle. He's going to find some room. Breaking a couple of tackles, gets across midfield into Shelbyville territory down at the 45-yard line. J.D. Sewell finally brings him down, and he'll be down with a 1st down and 10 of the Raymond Motor Company 1st down at the 46-yard line. 24-yard run there by Renfro. So not an injury into the running game for the Shelbyville Dragons. Definitely not something they wanted to hear there. So hopefully everything's going to be okay. But Hunter Harvey in to run, and Tate Obregon as well can take care of business back there for the Dragons. That's a high snap. Gets away from Renfro. He's going to have to dive on it and lays down there as Matthews right there on him as well as the Dragons. Dakota Horn in there too. That's a loss on the play. Taking it all the way back to the 44-yard line. Bring up a 2nd down and about maybe 18, 19 here for the Wolves. Into the fourth quarter, leading at 21-6. Renfro. Going to bring DeAndre in motion now. Going to hand off to Nash. Nope, Renfro's going to hold it himself on the RPO. Take it right back up to midfield. Right around midfield, he'll be down. And Hunter Harvey onto the stop. That'll now make it a third down and about 4 now for the Wolves, maybe 3, as I mark it right around the midfield stripe there. Also, it'll be a solid 4 here for the Wolves at the midfield stripe. 10.5 to play in the ball game. The Wolves looking to hang on to the ball here, just play keep away. As Renfro ready to pass. I'd like to pass downfield and got his man. Oh, what a stick. What a play there by Copeland. What a catch and hanging on to it. But Copeland laying the wood there onto the catch. And man, oh man, we got an injury here. And oh, what a stick right there. I hope everybody's going to be okay. Injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
True. Back here, and I hope everybody's going to be okay. It looks like somebody just got the air knocked out of him. Hope that's all it was, and looks like he's moving around down there, and everybody's going to be okay. That was a heck of a hit there by Copeland. All right, here goes Cartwright. He's going to try to take it around on the jet sweep around that side. Turns the corner. He's going to be hit there at about the 30, and taken down is Cartwright as he is hit by Obregon and Hubbard to pull him down there for the Dragons, but right down to the 29-yard line for the Wolves. That brings up a third down now. Make it a second down, sorry. Second down and about 5 for the Wolves at the 30-yard line. Renfro bringing him right back up. Nash in the backfield here. Renfro going to hand off. Oh, and another nice big hit there in the middle by the Wolves defense. The pads popping out there. Another big stop here by the Dragons as they hold him up. Eli Matthews, Kason Lee, Sergio Reyes. Also Xavier Coleman in there onto the stop. Back to the 31-yard line for a loss of a couple. Brings up a third down. Also one there, so third down and 6. Getting close to 9 minutes to play in the ball game, and the Wolves doing a great job here with the clock. Keeping hold of the ball, keeping it out of the Dragons' hands. Good long drives. He's had this one for over 3 minutes. Going to hand that off. And right there into the meat of the defense there is the Dallas Murray, Hubbard, Lee for the Dragons. And no gain on the play right there at the 31. So that's a fourth down now for the Dragons, or for the Wolves. And the Wolves look like they may try to go for it right here. They can run this clock down to about 8 minutes to call a timeout if they so choose to do so. And that's kind of what Coach Barnes is looking like they're doing here. He's going to give everybody a little bit of a breather and may end up with a timeout here coming up. So Coach Barnes standing next to the ref. Got 10 seconds left to go. So in the fourth quarter, the Wolves doing a great job here keeping the ball out of the Dragons' hands. The Dragons need a really big stop right here on fourth down as we got the timeout coming up. We'll be right back here on the NETSN.
Batters Law Firm is your first choice in personal injury law. Jeff Batters and his staff lead the way in the area with best of Nacogdoches and best of Lufkin votes over the last several years. If your case matters, it's got to be Batters.
Folks here in East Texas really love their breakfast. Whether you're looking for biscuits and gravy, anything up to quiche, you'll find it there at Plates of Grace Country Kitchen for an awesome breakfast. When it comes to lunch, they'll always have a great special written on the board, or check out the menu for all kinds of great items like the Bubba Club, chicken fried steak, fish and shrimp, or even that mouth-watering hamburger steak. You'll find all these mouth-watering dishes at Plates of Grace Country Kitchen just outside of Center on Shelbyville Highway.
Here we go, fourth down and 6 for the Wolves as they come to the line. Renfro ready for the snap, bringing Cartwright into motion. Gonna fake the pitch out to Cartwright. Oh, and a great job. What a wonderful job there by Sergio Reyes. He read the play, didn't take the bite, and it's a turnover on downs, and the Dragons get great field position at the 44. Sergio Reyes has made some great plays in this ball game for the Dragons tonight, and that's a big one right there. So it's a turnover on downs. Shelbyville will get it back here with right at 8 minutes to go. Down by 2 scores, definitely. Got to get something together here, get that offense working, and get it in the end zone. Do the Dragons. So we know that John Hignite is going to be out for the rest of the game with an injury. Hunter Harvey in to replace him here. Tate Abergon has been doing some running as well, but hasn't had a whole lot of reps at the running back this week, according to Coach Wallace. So here we go. First down and 10 here for the Dragons. Harvey into the backfield. McDonald rolling out to his right. Going to look to pass. Got some nice reception out there, and it's, in and out of the hands of his receiver he had it right there too. That was Jalen Pitts, and it's an incomplete pass. Had it, took off there at about 5 yards, and probably would have got himself a first down there, but it's an incomplete pass. So second down and 10 now for the Dragons. As they get the play in here. Got to have a good drive here. Got to put some points on the board. Do the Dragons with this drive. Harvey in the backfield, twin receiver set. Both sides of the formation here for McDonald. Hand off Harvey. Up the middle. Runs into that Wolf defense right there at the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 1. Number 40, that's Joe Barrios. That's what I got for number 40. Number 28. Number 40. So a gain of 1 up to the 45-yard line. Second down, make that a third down and 9 for the Dragons. Clock rolling. Getting close to 7 minutes to go. McDonald out of the pocket once again. He is going to be sacked and brought down. And a great defensive play there by the Wolves as they bring it and get the sack in the backfield. J.D. Garner, number 53, the big sack right there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 15 for the Dragons with 7 minutes to go. I don't know if you could afford to punt it away here. You pretty much got to go for it, try to pick it up, but you don't really want to give St. Augustine good field position right here. So Coach Wallace is going to leave the offense out there, see if they can pick up this first down. It's a 4th down and about 15, 16 here for the Dragons. McDonald ready to go. This could be a big point over here. Don't pick it up. Good protection here by the offensive line for the Dragons. McDonald sends it out here. And it's intercepted. What a great play there on the interception, coming in and picking off. That is number 3. That is Jacorian Lacey. As they try to get it in there tonight, Gavitt had the right idea, tried to find Scarborough, but Lacey steps in front of it and makes a spectacular interception. So that's the second interception of the ball game here by the Dragons, and it's a second turnover, and the Wolves take over with 6:26 to play in the ball game. It's a first down and 10, and the Wolves will have it in very good field position there at the 49-yard line. So the Wolves now just need to hang on to the ball for this final 6:26, and they'll get themselves a big, big win here tonight over the Shelbyville Dragons. The Dragons need to find a way to get the ball back and get a score here with 6:26 working against the clock now. Great play there by Lacey. Stepped right in front of it. It's a good throw, and Lacey just timed it just right and makes a great catch. It comes out of there with the interception. So now they're going to get the ball in the right spot, and they're going to move them back to the 46-yard line, to the St. Augustine 46-yard line. Okay. So is there a penalty? Guess I missed the penalty. Okay, first down and 15 from the 46-yard line of St. Augustine. The Wolves come up. Renfro in motion, going to hand off to Renfro. Trying to turn the corner there. Reyes on him once again. And he's going to get maybe a yard. Is Renfro maybe back to the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. But that does get that clock rolling. And it'll be under 6 minutes to go once Coach Barnes' Wolves snap the ball. good defensive ball game here. There's been some great offensive plays out here, but a lot of great defenses here, and the turnovers, is what kind of hampered there. But, I mean, the defense, they're doing a whole lot of just explosive offense here. They've been moving the ball really pretty good, but the defenses have been excellent here tonight. As the Wolves come right back to the line here, 2nd down and 15. Renfro. Going to hand off right up the middle there, but the Wolves defense, that is nice job there by Eli Matthews right there first, Dally Murray. And looks like it was Hubbard in there on the stop as well. It's a loss back to the 44-yard line. Good job there by the Dragon D. That's what we've been talking about. That defensive fronts up there have been excellent here tonight. Both sides. Some big runs have come out. I mean, you're going to have those, or, they're going to break through. But I tell you, it has been a good job here by these defenses. 3rd down and 17 now for the Wolves. Getting close to 5 minutes to go. The Wolves going to get that first down here. Renfro going to look to pass. Flushed out of the pocket now. Takes it over to the Dragon side. Now steps back and floated up there. It's going to be incomplete pass. Throwing it away. Nice job there by Renfro. Good decision. Just throwing it away. That'll bring up now a 4th down and long, and the punt team coming on here for the Wolves. That clock will stop just under 5 minutes to go, about 4:52 left to play here in this ball game. As the Wolves are going to punt it away. Great job there by the Dragon defense to make a stop, force the punt here after the turnover. So both teams have a turnover here, an interception in this half, and have not resulted in points because the defenses have stood up. Now the Dragon offense definitely needs to get in the end zone here and get a good return onto the punt. High kick. Hunter Harvey's just going to let it bounce, and it'll take a Wolves bounce, and it'll roll down inside the 25-yard line. That's where St. Augustine or Shelbyville will take over at their own 25-yard line with a 1st down and 10, with about 4.5 minutes, a little over 4.5 minutes to play in this ball game. The Dragons going to come back to the line here. They'll have it at their own. Where are they going to mark them there? At the 25? Maybe the 20. Yeah, they're right there at the 25-yard line. All right, so 4:38 to go, right at the 25-yard line for Shelbyville. Where's Dallas at? There he is. So good job there by Dallas Parker on the sideline with a great sideline cam here tonight, as always. All right, so now twin back set here for the Dragons. McDonald going to hand off to Harvey. Harvey trying to turn the corner, trying to break a couple of tackles, and he'll get right about the 25, maybe the 26, gain of 1. Got to hurry up to the line, get this thing rolling. Down 2 scores. Can't take too much time here. Getting set up and ready for the next play. Dragons are coming up to the line here and getting it set up pretty much in that 4-minute offense. Got to be here in that 4-minute offense outside the 4-minute mark right now. Got all their timeouts left. Do the Dragons. So now coming to the line, McDonald. Low snap, rolling over here to the near side. They'll look to pass. Rolls it back outside. Now going to try to dump it back off there to Scarborough as he is hit. And it is knocked away there. It's an incomplete pass. Another great job there getting in the backfield. J.D. Garner. All right, so number 40, I got Joe Barrios on one of them over here, and then I don't have a number 40 on the other one. So number 40 there for the Wolves has been doing an excellent job out there. So I think Joe Barrios is number 28, the kicker. So number 40 for the Wolves have been take care of business out there tonight as well in that defensive line. Okay, so 3rd down and a 9 for the Dragons here. After that incomplete pass, you're going to call it an incomplete pass, all right? So Dragons come back up to the line. McDonald empty in the backfield. Needs to get a big pass play. Got to pick up this 3rd down. Got to throw it downfield. Got a man out there. It's Hunter Harvey. And Harvey going to jump up for it. He gets a hand on it, but it's an incomplete pass. Just a little too far out in front of him. And it's incomplete there for the Dragons. Brings up a 4th down and 9. And this 4th down play here, got to pick this up for the Dragons. This could mean the ball game right here. No, still about 4 minutes to go, but got to get this 4th down. If you turn it back over to the Wolves right here, deep in your own end, may not be very beneficial here for the Dragons, but got to go for it here on 4th down and 9. Trading by 2 scores, 3:45 to play. Harvey in the backfield. McDonald going to pick it up. Now throws up ahead, got his man, It'll be real close to that first down marker there. As they say, he's right there at the 35-yard line, so it may be just enough. As he finds him right there at the 35-yard line, and they say it's enough for Raymond Motor Company. First down. You talk about a big first down there for the Dragons. They picked it up, got just enough. And did Jalen Pitts right there at the marker. And it's a first down for the Dragons. McDonald, new life here for Shelbyville. Now going to step up in front here. McDonald going to slide. Slide across the 40-yard line. And he'll be down there right at the 40 for a gain of 5. So second down and 5. Go ahead. That one over there. Second down and 5 here for the Dragons. You need me to get it? There you go. Take that one off the wall. Second down and 5 here for the Dragons. As McDonald gonna look to pass. Now rolls out to his far side. And he's going to be tackled there at about the 32-yard line. So he'll lose a couple of yards. So a loss there on that play of about 7. That's going to take the Dragons back to a second down and about 12 now. And Shelbyville coming to the line. Second down, make that a third down and 12 here for the Dragons. We're going to get a timeout there at the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take a 2-minute timeout with them right here on the NETSN as the Dragons need to pick it up here and get into the end zone. 2 minutes left to go here on NETSN.
It doesn't matter if you need a truck tire or if you need a car tire. If you need a tire, you call Joaquin Tire. Joaquin Tire Shop provides new and used tires, along with oil changes and 24-hour road service. Stop and see them on Highway 7 in Joaquin.
Ready, folks, back here, 2-minute warning as the Dragons come out with a third down and 12. Got to pick this up here, keep this drive going. McDonald flushed out once again. He's going to be tackled for a big loss, and that Dragons are going to be in a fourth down and long here after a great job by that Wolves defense. Once again, J.D. Garner in there for the Wolves. Also in there, number 24 for the Wolves. That is Key Watts. The big stop makes it a fourth down and a cab ride here for the Dragons. And that's going to make it really hard here for the Dragons. Fourth down and long. Got to pick this one up. That clock rolling now. And fourth down and about 30. After the sack, low snap. McDonald steps up here. Going to try to throw it. He gets hit from behind. The ball is loose. The ball is loose. It's on the ground. And it looks like the Wolves are going to cover it up here. And the Wolves are going to get a turnover here on the strip. And it looks like the Wolves are going to cover it up with 1:11 to go. St. Augustine is going to hang on and beat the Dragons here tonight, 21-6, and a big-time win here for St. Augustine Wolves. And this program, as they will go to 3-1 here into the district, and the Dragons, tough loss here tonight. But I tell you what, the defenses were big here tonight. And with 1:11 to go, the St. Augustine Wolves can go to the most beautiful play in football. That would be victory formation for the Wolves. And we'll see what they decide to do right here. Renfro. And going to hand off here. I'm going to make one more play of it. And nice job of running. That is Carrick Burrell, number 12. Picking up a couple. So now that will be a second down and 8 as that clock rolls under a minute to go. And they'll have to snap it at least one more time here. And Coach Barnes may decide to run one more play. full plethora of timeouts there for Coach Wallace, and not going to use those for the Dragons. As coming to the line here, Renfro. And the Wolves going to run Nash, and there's a nice job by Eli Matthews. Casey Lee back in there. And Jones, and that's going to do it here. As that will be the last play of the game, and the Dragons will lose this one tonight, 21-6 to the San Augustine Wolves, and the Wolves will stay undefeated in the district. And San Augustine gets a big win here over Shelbyville. Ends a 5-year drought to the Shelbyville Dragons here tonight. 21-6 is the final score. All right, folks, that's going to get ready for our Aurora Concepts post-game show. And it's a 21-6 win here for the San Augustine Wolves over the Shelbyville Dragons. We'll be right back here. Aurora Concepts post-game show starts now.
At Aurora Concepts, we offer full-service primary care. And we provide physicals for student athletes for every sport. Aurora Concepts, let us take care of you.
Shelby Savings Bank has come a long way since it was established in 1982, and the good folks that work at Shelby Savings Bank really enjoy doing things in the community and for the community. And they would like to encourage everyone to please shop local. For all your banking needs, please visit these wonderful Shelby Savings Bank locations, with 2 locations in Center, locations in San Augustine, Palestine, and Lindale.
All righty, folks, back here to wrap this up on Aurora Concepts post-game show, and it was 14-6 at the end of the first half, and it was a good first half there by both teams, and the defenses played really well. San Augustine had 3 drives. They had a kickoff return there. They had a touchdown, and having another touchdown. 1 touchdown, a couple punts and interception there for the Dragons there in that first half. Second half, lots of defense, but San Augustine went down with their very first drive. That was the only touchdown of the only points put on the board here the second half. 7 plays, 3.5 minutes off the clock, 56 yards, 8-yard run there by Burrell. And then it was Shelbyville with a turnover on downs, an interception, a punt, turnover on downs, interception, and just back and forth all the way through. And then the Wolves were able to run out the clock here to win it 21-6 tonight over the Shelbyville Dragons. And a couple injuries here onto the Dragons tonight, so we hope that everybody's going to be okay. But the Wolves look really healthy. They have a big game coming up, I think, over the next couple weeks. They have Hemphill and Timpson left, so that last game of the year should be really big there for the San Augustine Wolves. So a big win here tonight, as they wanted to get this one, as they've lost 5 in a row here to the Shelbyville Dragons, and they were able to get the win here tonight to now go 3-0 into the district and 6-2 on the season. The Dragons dropped to 1-2 into the district. Got a big game coming up against Joaquin. We'll have that for you in Shelbyville next week as the Dragons and the Rams hook it up there for that ball game. Big thank you to Dallas Parker down on the sideline doing a great job here. He's got that one off. And Joe up here in the booth. Thank you for joining us wherever we are tonight, and I apologize for that first quarter here, folks. We usually don't have that kind of issue here in San Augustine with the way we have it hooked up, so we got it right there, and hopefully everything come out okay. Great game here. Good win there for the Wolves. I said it was going to be a defensive game, and that's pretty much what it was. 21-6 is the win for the Wolves here tonight. That's going to do it for us, folks. Remember, if hate can go viral, so can love. Hope everyone has an awesome, blessed, and wonderful night. We're out of here, folks. Bye-bye.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Pineywood Sports Network, an affiliate of NETSN. God bless America, God bless our troops, and God bless each and every one of you.